Hey there, future financial wizards. Ready to turn those pennies into dollars? I'm talking about stacks of cash, the kind that would make Scrooge McDuck jealous. We're about to unlock the secrets to financial success, and trust me, this ain't your grandma's boring finance lecture. We're diving into 12 hilariously effective strategies to boost your financial IQ. Get ready to laugh, learn, and level up your money game, because we're about to make financial education more entertaining than a monkey riding a unicycle on a tightrope. Your life is about to start, future millionaires. Let's do this. All right, financial ninjas, let's kick things off with a rule so simple, even a pigeon could understand it. Almost. It's called the Rule of 72, and it's basically magic for your money. Want to know how long it takes to double your cash? Just divide 72 by the interest rate you're getting. Bam! That's how many years it'll take. Say you're getting a smooth 6% return, divide 72 by 6, and boom, 12 years to double your dough. Another example, if your closing costs are $3,000 and you save $150 per month with the new interest rate, divide 3,000 by 150. It will take you 20 months to break even. This is a handy tool to decide whether refinancing your mortgage is a smart financial move. If you plan to stay in your home longer than the break-even point, refinancing could save you money in the long run. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Mr. Beast, 12 years is a long time. And you're right if you're trying to buy a private jet next week. But think about this. With the Rule of 72, you can see how even small changes in interest rates can make a huge difference over time. It's like choosing between a tortoise and a rocket ship. Slow and steady might get you there, but who wants to crawl when you can blast off to financial freedom? If you don't know, the Rule of 72 is a quick way to estimate how long an investment will take to double, given a fixed annual rate of return. Simply divide 72 by your annual interest rate to get the approximate number of years it will take for your investment to double. For example, if you have an investment with an annual return of 6%, you divide 72 by 6, which equals 12. So it will take about 12 years for your investment to double. This is a great tool to help you understand the power of compound interest and why it's important to start investing early. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Remember, budgeting and understanding financial principles like the Rule of 72 are key steps to boosting your financial IQ and achieving financial success. If you like it so far, my future millionaires, then give it a thumbs up and keep watching. It's getting more exciting as we go. All right, let's get real for a second. Sometimes we do dumb stuff with money. It's not our fault, our brains are wired kind of funny. It's like that time I tried to buy 10,000 bananas with only $20. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well. That's behavioral finance in action, folks. See, our brains love instant gratification, even if it means making questionable financial choices. Read books, take courses, and follow financial news. The more you know, the better you'll manage your money. But don't worry, there's a way to outsmart those sneaky brain gremlins. First, you got to recognize their tricks. That 50% off sale might seem like a steal, but do you really need another pair of light-up sneakers? Probably not. Take a breath. Ask yourself if it, or just it. Chances are you can live without it. Remember, financial freedom is about making smart choices, not collecting a mountain of useless stuff. Stop doing random budgeting. Do zero-based budgeting instead. I know, sounds about as fun as watching paint dry, right? We're talking zero-based budgeting. It's like a clean slate for your money every single month. You get to decide exactly where each dollar goes. Control your money rather than letting your money control you. Start with your total monthly income. This includes your salary, freelance earnings, rental income, and any other sources. Knowing exactly how much money you have coming in sets the stage for everything else. Next, list all your monthly expenses. Break them into two categories: fixed expenses and variable expenses. Fixed expenses are those that stay the same each month, like rent or mortgage, car payments and insurance. Variable expenses can change, such as groceries, entertainment and dining out. For at least a month, track every single expense. Use a notebook, spreadsheet or budgeting app. This helps you see where your money is actually going and identify areas where you can cut back. Define your short-term and long-term financial goals. Short-term goals might include saving for a vacation, while long-term goals could be building an emergency fund or saving for retirement. Now, allocate your income to your expenses and goals. Ensure your expenses don't exceed your income. Aim to follow the 50/30 and 20 rule, 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Your budget isn't a set-it-and-forget-it tool. Review it regularly, especially when your income or expenses change. Adjust your allocations to stay on track with your financial goals. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Beast, this sounds like a lot of work, but trust me, it's way easier than it sounds. Think of it like taming a wild animal. Except instead of sharp teeth and claws, it's impulse purchases and late-night online shopping sprees. There are tons of apps out there that can help you out. It's like having your own personal finance assistant, but instead of asking them to pick up your dry cleaning, they'll be busy categorizing your spending and making sure you stick to your budget. And once you get the hang of it, it's smooth sailing from there. You'll be surprised how much extra cash you have lying around. Maybe enough to buy a private island. Okay, maybe not an island, but definitely a round of crazy expensive coffees for you and your friends. So ditch the fear, embrace the zero, and let's conquer this budgeting thing like the financial ninjas we are. Okay, let's get real for a second. We've all heard those inspiring stories about people going from zero to hero. They're like the real-life fairy tales of the finance world. But for every Cinderella story, there are folks who went from riches to rags. They're like cautionary tales of bad financial decisions. Take MC Hammer, for example. He was on top, then bam, bankruptcy. Maybe got carried away with spending. I'm talking a solid gold bathtub. Let's learn from MC Hammer and avoid making it rain in the wrong places. Look, I'm not saying you need to become a historian and memorize every financial success and flop since the invention of money, but spending a little time studying the ups and downs of others can be seriously eye-opening. It's like having a cheat sheet for the game of finance, except it's totally legal. Think of it like this. Every success story usually has a bunch of smart decisions and maybe a sprinkle of luck behind it. And every failure? Well, let's just say there's usually a lesson to be learned there. By studying these stories, you can start to see patterns, understand the risks and rewards, and make more informed decisions with your own hard-earned cash. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. So ditch those boring textbooks and dive into some real-life financial dramas. Trust me, you'll be entertained and educated at the same time. All right, guys, let's talk about the wild world of financial news. You know what I'm talking about, those headlines screaming about market crashes, economic meltdowns, and the impending doom of, well, everything. It's enough to make you want to bury your money in the backyard and call it a day. But hold on a second. Don't go digging that hole just yet. See, the thing about financial news is that it's often designed to be, well, a little dramatic. I mean, who wants to read a headline that says, "Stock market kinda went up a little bit today"? Boring. So, how do you separate the actual news from the noise? That's where your critical thinking skills come in. Don't just blindly believe everything you read. Question those headlines, dig a little deeper, and try to figure out what's really going on. Remember, knowledge is power. And in the financial world, it can also save you a whole lot of stress, and maybe even make you some money. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a financial guru overnight and start predicting the next big market crash. That's what those fancy Wall Street guys in expensive suits are for, right? But there are some simple things you can do to become a more savvy consumer of financial news. First off, diversify your sources. Don't just rely on one news outlet for all your financial info. It's like only eating one type of food. You're missing out on a whole world of deliciousness. Check out different websites, read financial blogs, and maybe even listen to a podcast or two. Second, pay attention to the tone and language used. Is the article trying to scare you into making a rash decision? Or is it presenting a balanced and well-researched analysis? Remember, sensationalism sells, so don't fall for clickbait headlines designed to make you panic. Finally, and this is important, don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, Google it, ask a financially savvy friend, or even hit me up in the comments. There are no stupid questions when it comes to learning about money. All right, you guys ever wonder how much money your favorite companies actually make? Like, does McDonald's actually rake it in with those McRibs, or is it all a sham? We're about to become financial detectives, but instead of chasing bad guys, we're diving into the juicy financials of the brands we love, and maybe even some we love to hate watch. This is like peeking behind the curtain of the business world, people. We're talking balance sheets, income statements, the whole shebang. Don't worry, it's not as boring as it sounds. We'll make it fun, promise. Think of it like this. The more you know, the smarter you become with your own money. So how do we actually do this? It's easier than you think. We can check out websites like Yahoo Finance or Google Finance. They've got all the deets on publicly traded companies. You can see how much money they're making, how much debt they have. It's all there. We'll even compare different companies in the same industry. Like, how does Nike stack up against Adidas? Is Coke really crushing Pepsi? It's like a financial cage match. But instead of wrestlers, we've got brands battling it out with profits and losses. And the best part is, by analysing these companies, you start to understand what makes them tick financially. You'll start thinking like an investor. You'll learn how to spot companies with strong financials and maybe even avoid those that look a little, well, let's just say they might not be giving away free money anytime soon. Yo, what's up, my financially curious crew? We're about to unlock the next level of financial knowledge, and it's as easy as hitting that subscribe button, on a podcast, that is. Podcasts are like having a personal finance guru whispering money secrets directly into your ear. Except, not creepy whispering. We're talking about entertaining and informative podcasts that can teach you everything from investing basics to crushing your debt. And the best part? You can listen to them anywhere, at the gym, on your commute, even while you're folding laundry. It's like multitasking for your money. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Beast, podcasts? Are you sure this isn't some boring financial stuff? Trust me, these podcasts are anything but boring. We've got podcasts hosted by side hustle kings, investing titans, and even everyday people who cracked the code to financial freedom. They break down complex topics into bite-sized pieces, so you don't need a finance degree to understand. Plus, they share actionable advice that you can actually use. We're not just talking theory here. We're talking real-world strategies to help you level up your financial game. So ditch those true crime podcasts for a bit and tune into the world of finance. Your wallet will thank you. All right, guys, it's time to dust off those reading glasses and get ready for a serious knowledge upgrade. We're diving into the world of personal finance books. I know. Books might not sound as exciting as, say, a 100-person hide-and-seek challenge with a Lamborghini as the prize. But trust me, these books are packed with valuable insights that can change your financial life. Think of it like this. Each page is an investment in your financial future. And unlike that time I bought a billboard just to say I love potatoes, these investments are guaranteed to pay off. Now, before you run for the hills screaming, "I hate reading," hear me out. These aren't your grandpa's boring finance books. We're talking about books written by real people who've been there and done that. They'll share their stories of going from broke to financially woke, all while making you laugh and maybe cry a little along the way. Plus, they break down complex financial concepts into easy-to-understand language. No jargon, no complicated formulas, just straight-up financial wisdom. So, grab a book, find a comfy spot, and get ready to absorb some serious financial knowledge. You never know. You might even become the next Warren Buffett. Or at least, you'll be able to manage your money without breaking a sweat. We've all been there, staring at spreadsheets, feeling like our brains are about to melt. It's not exactly thrilling, right? But what if learning finance could be as fun as crushing candies? Gamified learning apps, people. They're like cheat codes to understanding money, turning boring concepts into interactive challenges. It's like having a personal finance tutor in your pocket. Why not level up your financial literacy? These apps make learning addictive. Earn points, badges, and compete with friends. Ditch the boring textbooks and embrace gamification. Financial freedom through gamification. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Beast, are these apps really going to turn me into a Wall Street wizard overnight? Well, maybe not overnight, but they'll definitely give you a head start. Some of these apps even let you simulate real-life financial situations. You can practice investing in the stock market or even starting your own business, all without risking a single real-life dollar. It's like having a personalized financial coach in your pocket. So what are you waiting for? Go download a few of these apps and watch your financial knowledge skyrocket. All right, guys, let's talk about goals. We all have them, right? Maybe it's buying that dream car, traveling the world, or finally being able to afford that solid gold private jet. But dreaming is easy. Achieving those goals? That takes work, and that's where visualization comes in. We're in the digital age, people. Create a digital masterpiece that screams success. Picture this. You open your phone and bam! There it is, your financial future. Make it visually appealing to stay motivated. Now, let's talk about putting your money where your vision board is. We're talking about goal-based investing. Your money has a job to do. It's out there working hard to make your dreams a reality. Assign specific investment goals to different chunks of your money. Track their progress every step of the way. It's like leveling up in a video game, but with real-life rewards. Give your money a purpose, a mission. All right, guys, imagine this. You're craving a delicious microwave pizza. You wouldn't just stare at the frozen disc and hope it cooks itself, right? You set the timer, press start, and boom! The microwave handles the rest while you chill. That's what automating your finances is like. You set up automatic transfers for your savings, bills, and investments, just like that timer. Then your money cooks itself to perfection, and you can relax knowing everything is taken care of. No more stressing about due dates or forgetting to invest. It's like having a personal finance assistant working for you 24/7, except you don't have to pay them a salary. Now let's talk about the real magic of automation compound interest. It's like that snowball effect, but instead of snow, it's your money growing exponentially. When you automate your investments, you're consistently adding to your snowball, letting it roll down the hill and gather more and more money over time. The earlier you start, the bigger that snowball gets. Imagine a giant snowball of cash rolling down a hill. That's the power of compound interest with automation. So, set those automatic transfers, sit back and watch your money grow while you binge watch your favorite YouTubers. You deserve it. Ever dream of telling your boss to take this job and shove it? Well, the FIRE movement is all about achieving financial freedom and retiring early, maybe even before you hit 40. Imagine this: waking up on a beach, sipping coconut water, and never having to sit through another boring meeting again. That's the kind of freedom FIRE enthusiasts strive for. It's not about being lazy, though. It's about taking control of your finances, living frugally, and investing wisely so you can escape the rat race and live on your own terms. Who wouldn't want to trade in their office cubicle for a life of travel, adventure, or just chilling at home in your pajamas? FIRE is about having the flexibility to pursue your passions, spend time with loved ones, and design a life you truly love. It's about being the master of your own destiny. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sounds great, Mr. Beast, but is it really possible? And the answer is, heck yeah, it is. It takes dedication, discipline, and a solid plan, but countless people have achieved FIRE and are living their best lives. And hey, if they can do it, so can you. Remember, you don't have to be a millionaire to start your FIRE journey. It's all about taking those first steps, no matter how small, and building momentum towards a brighter, more financially secure future. And there you have it, folks. 12 strategies to make you the financial genius you were always meant to be. Remember, it's not just about the money, it's about having fun while you're at it. We've covered everything from the Rule of 72 to the FIRE movement. And I hope you've learned some valuable tips and tricks to boost your financial IQ. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow future millionaires. Now go out there and make those money moves.